like it's old news. Hottest nigga coming through the Pro Tools. Might have saw me on your block in the old school. Don't be alarmed, I'm on the clock, I don't know snooze. Big plans, newfound stardom. A lot of shit starting to change round Harlem. No remorse for the weak, talk from the street. Gotta crawl for you walk, walk for you leap.
Yo, this is a message for Calicoe and Murda Mook. I know it's been some time since those battles took place that really didn't take place, but yo, we need them bars, man. And we know shit happens and the fight broke out, and we're not really mad at that, or at least I'm not mad at that, because I have my own thoughts and opinions on what transpired, and I don't feel like Mook was in the wrong for setting that off. And we'll get into that. But TRBRC, we want them bars, man. We definitely want them bars. What's your thoughts on this, Steph?
The real battle rap community was definitely looking forward to those bars, and to see, me personally, I wanted to see how Murda Mook and Calicoe would mesh together. Personally, like with their respective styles, and the way Calicoe is kind of just like a raw type of rapper and has a very decent flow, and Murda Mook is more about the intricate schemes and punchlines and depth. So I wanted to see how they're going to mesh together. Were they going to sound like more like Murda Mook, or were they going to sound more like Calicoe, or was it going to be a healthy combination? I wanted to see that. It was interesting. So
yeah, I wanted to see it too. And the thing is, I know that they hadn't really even started their round. Really, they had just started their round at the point where they started going together at T-Top. That was the beginning of the round. That rest of that shit was just filler. It was just entertainment. You know what I mean? But that was the beginning where with the I forget how it goes, but it was like the block hustling, the pop bubbling. That shit was the build up to it was about to get fucking ugly.
Yeah.
I needed that shit, and I feel like that there ain't shit that T-Top and Briz could do with Mook and Cal. What do you think about that?
Like I said, man, I want to call it, but I think that is very interesting until we see how it plays out. We didn't really get to see that in that battle because they didn't really get there. We got to see like where they were going. Then we could probably call it and say, okay, there's no way on earth. But just looking at it on paper, it's like there's no way on earth. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I'm pretty much in that same boat, and I've been struggling on what to do, because like after the battle, T-Rex had told him don't release the bars and shit like that. Don't even worry about it. Just let it go. But I'm of the mindset of like, nah, bro. Like, we paid for this. Like I spent, my money on the pay-per-view, and I spent the time sitting there watching everything. But that was the sole reason why I got that Summer Impact card, was because of that battle, that specific battle. Now, I enjoyed the event, but at the same time, I didn't get that battle that I was looking for, And then to turn around and do the Reloaded, and then we still don't get it. I'm like, yo, fam, I spent time on this now. It's more than just those events that happened prior to that. Now it's my time, and it's not the money no more. It's the money and the time.
Right. Yeah, man. So we're kind of owed that. We're definitely owed those bars, man, in a sense, as fans and people who just wanted to see that combination, man. Like we said before, on paper it just looks like an amazing combination. Just like Loaded Hollows. But if you look at it just from being on paper, they beat everybody. So, but you never know until you actually see it go down.
Correct. That's absolutely right. So here's my idea, and you haven't heard this before, so I'm gonna run it past you now. So my idea is, I understand why T-Rex would tell them not to put the bars out, because like if you put all of your rounds out there, then T-Top and Briz have an opportunity to go back through and rewrite shit and try to make it better. You know what I mean? It's like cheating when you do it like that. So my idea was, because people are saying that T-Top and Briz were up one round, and I'm like, bro, like the round had just started for Murdaland. There's no way you can say that they were up, because the round didn't even start. It had just begun, So there's no way to call a winner of that battle. But my idea is for Murda Mook and Cal to put together a video that has their bars for the first round, just the first round, right? And put it out there. You know what I mean? And there's money to be made in it. I know Mook has the podcast, or boys got their separate individual channels and shit. Put it out there. You can generate some money on it. It's gonna be a 1,000,000 view fucking video for sure. You know what I mean? So it's at least a couple grand worth of money in that. And then after they put that video out, then we can see what T-Top and Briz is gonna do. And if they respond with a second round, then maybe we can get another round from Mook and Cal. What do you think about that?
I think that'd be a good way to go about it. To just put it out in the video, just like Sirius Jones did with who was it, Baby Math. I think they put their videos out and battled each other after their incident. So
yeah,
the first battle, right, first battle that was supposed to happen. So I would like to see something like that, and see Murda Mook and Calicoe in the same room and just going back and forth with their bars. You know what I mean? And just in a raw, authentic feel without the crowd and everything. And I think that would, honestly, I feel like they would have Briz and T-Top would have a harder time responding to that, not in the room, not during the event, and just on camera.
You're right. And as we bros from the real battle rap community, so we judge shit based on bars, right? And I feel like Briz and T-Top, they are rapping more for crowd reaction than anything. And I feel like that's the reason why that night where, they were talking about we gonna record it, and they could have done it in a parking lot. They could have done it anywhere to record it and get that motherfucker out. But I feel like Briz and T-Top were like, nah, not without a crowd.
Yeah. Briz is he caters to the crowd pretty much the whole time he's rapping. And T-Top is an NWX member, and he comes with the NWX.
Right.
He has a flow, but I don't think that him and Briz have a flow together. I feel like it kind of changes when they're both on stage together, and it just sounds a little different. It's more like Briz's style.
Yeah, my personal opinion, I don't think there is shit that T-Top and Briz could have done with Mook and Cal. I think they was about to get washed. They were about to get 30 like crazy.
Yeah, I think that was why it got sabotaged the way it did.
Right. Let's get into that though, because I was curious. We haven't chopped it up about this. About what was your thoughts on the fight? What do you think about that?
It looked like I didn't really watch it too many times, but it looked like Briz was doing a lot from the beginning of the battle, and it just didn't look good. And Mook was trying to rap the T-Top, and like they both went at T-Top, and he tried to go past Briz to get the T-Top, and Briz was like bumping him and locking his arm up and all types of madness, man. So it was just like, it just didn't look good, man. It just didn't look good, Like, I don't really have too many comments on it because it was just one of those situations where it's like, what do you want me to do?
Right,
like,
right. I feel the same way, but rest in peace to Mook's mom and shit. There's no way that they should have said that shit, and then the narrative that they didn't know. I don't believe that for a second, because they all know each other. They all know each other and fuck with each other. And Murda Mook is one of the biggest names in battle rap. And if you a battle rap motherfucker that's around all these people, surely you have heard this, And we saw the post where Mook had mentioned it, and Briz, or not Briz, but T-Top offered his condolences. Tay-Rock claims that he didn't know and stuff, but that's neither here nor there, because Mook chilled. He didn't react right then about that shit. He went and sat down. You could tell the shit was on his mind. I'm gonna put some things in the video here so people can see it, but you could tell some things, those things were on his mind. And I saw that second in the video where Calicoe was like, how you feel about that? I mean, you can clearly hear him during T-Top and Briz round, you could clearly hear him saying how you feel about that. Like it could be whatever right now. Like Cal was ready to go, and that's a real brother for you. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, Briz was just doing too much after that. The whole getting down low and walking in between them while they rapping. Like, yo, that's extra shit. I've never seen anybody in battle rap do anything like that. And then your excuse for doing that shit is, oh, well, I thought it would be more entertaining for the fans. You know, I'm trying to give people something they ain't seen before and stuff that they don't want, that they want to see. And like, bro, you are still violating, though. That is a violation. You can't just get that off, you know. Yeah. And then on top of that, the grabbing them and shit like that, it's just out of hand. It just went way far left of where it should have been.
Absolutely, man. I don't know what Briz was thinking, man, but it just wasn't. It was just weak, man. He had some kind of tactics. He was trying to get on the rap, you know. Keep your tactics rap. Even if you're gonna say the jokes, even if you're gonna say the jokes, like I mean, if you're gonna not the joke, you're gonna say the disrespectful things about it's like keep it rap, man. At least like, you want to do that, keep it rap.
Right, cause I gotta take my hat off to Mook for keeping us cool in that situation, cause a lot of us out here would have stole off on him right then.
Yeah, but the thing about rap is you can rebuttal rap with other raps. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, well, you want to get dirty like that, then we're gonna get dirty like that. You know what I mean? It's battle rap, and at the end of the day, I ain't trying to mess the check. You can fight afterwards. You know?
Right.
You can fight afterwards if I felt that way, but I can disrespect you to the same level back if you're not touching me. You know what I'm saying? But once you start touching me, then it's like the only way to get back is to touch you back.
Right.
And to get physical back. It's just what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So. Right. Rap. That's all.
So I do understand the fight. Like I feel like Mook was very reserved, and it got to the point where he just couldn't reserve it no more. You're grabbing on me while I'm rapping and shit. Like you're pushing on me. You're doing too much. Now I'm being grabbed. Like what the fuck are you doing? So I understand the reaction of swinging off and stealing off. I get it. But the shit went crazy. T-Top like fucking bowling balled the whole stage. Like, bro, the amount of people that fell behind this man is just out of hand.
It's hilarious.
I ain't never seen a motherfucker knock that many people down at once. Like, that's gotta be a record, yo.
Oh my God. Yo, you seen the Rick Ross Hold Me Back video?
Nah.
Yeah, it looked just like the Rick Ross Hold Me Back video, bro. You got to see that shit.
I'm definitely gonna see that shit. But it do remind me of that DJ Khaled trying to like crowd surf. Hey, yo, fam. let me tell you a little something that you might not know. Oh, extreme, yo. But I mean, I like T-Top and I like Briz too, but I mean, just that shit was just too much, and we gotta expect more out of the battle rappers, and that's one of the things that we trying to bring back. You know, is just had that level of respect to not doing all this extra shit. We need all of these fights to discontinue. No more fighting. Keep that shit outside of the venues. You know what I mean? None of that. So you can't do extra shit that would lead to fights, and you definitely can't be involved in the fighting in the first place. All it's going to take is for one motherfucker to really get hurt in one of these venues. Somebody pulls a strap in one of these big venues, and I'm talking like Smack, King of the Dot or something like that, for motherfuckers to stop allowing battle rap to take place inside their venues. And once that happens, we lose battle rap.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. You know?
Yeah.
People man, you need to be more responsible and just grow up. Just grow up, man. Don't say things that you're gonna have to apologize for later, man. You know what I'm saying? Or rectify later somehow. Right. Don't say things like it's not real, and that's not how you should rap anyway. That's not how you should go at your opponent. You should go at your opponent like I'm saying things that I would say to you anyway. You know what I mean? But it should still be trying to take his head off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing that's one of the reasons why I fucking hate personals and angles. I fucking hate them because it's like you're trying to win a rap by saying things to this man that you wouldn't say in any other setting, and that's not authentic to me. That's not real, and I don't want to see stuff that's not real. I want to see real shit. You know what I mean? I want to see how you really are, and even if you goofy with it, I don't care as long as that's really how you are. But if you out here with this fake persona and you're saying all these things that you know will get you slapped in the street, and we see what happens when the shit goes left, you're fucking running. Like, you're running out of the building, and like Tay-Rock's holding the door and shit. Like, it's once this shit goes to that level, we see that you're not that. So why are you rapping like that? Why are you acting like that?
Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying is, you could kill me 1,000 times in your raps. You want to know why? Because if me and you were in private and rapping like that together, you could do that in private. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I'll be okay with it. That's the difference. You know what I mean? It's like, because we rapping to each other. But when you start to say things like that, you could never say that to me in private about my dead relatives. You can never do that. So why would you do that when we on the stage?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then to come back with your excuse like you didn't know and all these excuses like, oh, what I look like fighting Calicoe Pops, or it look like just like Chess was saying, look like that's what was supposed to happen. Like, let's get down. If it's going there, but if you don't mean it, man, don't say it. Don't say it. And that's why, like, my argument game, like, I try to keep it respectful. Even I can disagree with the motherfucker and not like that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But I still try to keep it about the arguments and not about that person. So I don't want to go personals because, I mean, that's easy. I'm good at snapping. I can snap my ass off. I can clown all day long, but I don't want that to be overshadow the actual argument and the points that I'm making, because those shits are more brutal than what I can talk about with your actual physicality or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, so that's it, man. I don't got nothing much more to say. What do you think? You got anything?
That's all I have to say, man. Is people need to just keep it authentic, man. Keep it authentic. Don't change it into something it's not, man, and make it a circus act and just fake.
Right.
Don't do that, man. Keep it real.
Right. Yep. And that's it. I can't really say no more. But yo, Mook, Cal, please, definitely give us the bars. Give us the first round, bro. I'm not asking for the whole battle. Give us the first round. See if these niggas respond. If they don't, you won. Like, that's it. So we can have a definitive answer on this shit, and then we can wash away with the situation. But I'm going to continue to regret not hearing these bars until they come out. I mean, it'll be 10 years, 20 years from now. I'm like, man, if we could have just heard that first round from Murdaland, you know what I mean? We'd be on the TRBRC podcast 2 years from now talking about this shit. And Nap's going to bring that shit up. But, yeah, man, see, drop the bars, man. Just give us that one round. Yo. Thank you, StephThirdy. I appreciate it. As always, people, the link will be in the description to his channel. Please subscribe to my brother right here. He put some fire content out. I'm sure you will like some of his opinions. Some of them you won't, just like you won't with me. But it is what it is. Until next time, brethren. See.
That's a mandatory. Homie didn't listen to me, that's a different story. In the field, if anybody looking for me, but all I see is a bunch of niggas looking corny, wearing tights and mini skirts and man bags. It's a disgrace to any pride a man has. Is it me or is some shit you shouldn't see? But let me count this money while I sip this tea.